Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Nicholas Sorsa, Nolan Carruthers here at Holiday Lanes in Lakewood for our stair-step final action with our champion today taking home $2,024. As normally follows us, Nolan, we have a tie for first between Rick Isaacs and Barry Powell. Both shot 73 over. They're doing a one-game roll-off to our left just for seeded positions. Meanwhile, the match you're seeing right now, folks, is our fourth seed, Scott Miller, taking on our fifth seed, Tina Hendrick. And he has allowed Tina to go first, and she has an 11-pin handicap advantage. And that's going to be close. Ooh, couldn't quite take the two out. So she's open in frame number one. Tina Hendrick from Brighton, Colorado. And you know a lot about her. I think, didn't you bowl on a team with her here?
For years.
For years, yeah.
Still am.
Do you? Okay. And Tina was one of Denver's biggest winners in the Nationals years ago at Samstown. She won $51,000.
She'll be quick to let you know it was 53.
Okay, whatever.
Her and I have had this.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, I lost to her in the Final Four.
Oh.
So she reminds me.
Well, every damn day.
She tells me way too much.
The thing that was impressive, though, they cut to the top 64 back then, and she was tied with the gal from Philadelphia, so they had to have a 9th and 10th frame roll-off. She won that and then went through the field, which was very, very impressive. Scott Miller from Conifer wiggles the 3, but can't get it to fall. Scott bowls the league here, and obviously that really doesn't play well we bowl on, but it does give people that bowl league in a particular house a little bit of confidence because they're here all the time. Yeah, they feel at home, and he ain't going to make that.
Just as you said.
Well, that was the old kiss of death, you know. So both bowlers open in frame number one.
We got a close match down.
Ooh, yeah, what happened? Oh, Rick missed a single pin spare in the 6th. So Barry can go out for 200. Wow, that means
that's a big match.
Left a 6. And, ooh, couldn't kick the 4. So Rick's now got 153 in the 8th, looking at a spare in the 9th. But he's only spotting Barry 2 pins, so that match is almost scratch.
Missed it again.
He is. Getting the line too quick. He's pulling everything.
You're in the finals.
Basically, Barry Powell has to miss.
That'll work.
And crosses over and carries
over.
one. So if he throws this one, Barry has to go double 9 to win by a pin. Wow.
If Rick strikes.
Yeah, correct. Meanwhile, in our first match here, both bowlers have opened.
We haven't had a mark yet.
Both have 18 in a second. Again, Tina with an 11-pin advantage has the lead, and
Left
she doesn't
again.
like that one. She's going left, and Scott's pulling the ball left, so leaves a 1-2. 4. Rick Isaacs. Oh, can't get the 4 out again. So the most he can shoot's 193, 219 with handicap. 60, 80. Which means Barry must throw the first one in the 10th. Minimum. Nope, same thing. Couldn't quite kick the 4 out. So Rick Isaacs will be our tournament leader. Barry Powell. Oh, boy. A 4 count. Well, the only good thing is he wasn't on a 1. And this week, folks, they are on one of the new PBA patterns, Scorpion, but it's 42 feet. And sneaky deceptive. Nope. And leaves a 5. So we got open, 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 27 in the 3rd.
He's gained 1 pin on her
Yeah.
with nobody marking.
Yeah. So now he's down 10.
Who wants it?
And Barry Powell, big four, it doesn't matter. So he's going to shoot 176, 205 with a handicap.
So he'll need to win 2 games to win a title.
Correct.
It's not a bad place to be.
No. So Rick Isaacs will be our tournament leader, guaranteed no less than $960-some. And meanwhile, and
still no
he did
mark.
it again. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Since I've been doing this with you, this is the first time I've seen 2 bowlers go this far without a mark in a final.
Of course, that's not counting when you and I bowl against each other.
That's 7 frames. That's seven frames right there without a mark.
Wow. That's
We're not
crazy.
bowling each other. We bowled each other every week for 20 years.
All right, there we go. Well, that streak's
Got
over.
a
All you have
mark.
to do is open your mouth.
Got a mark.
Yeah. All right.
Well, she's
Meanwhile,
up
the
21
Cowboys
now.
lose the Atlanta Falcons. Eagles are now up by 3 games. And they had a bye this week, so that's sweet.
The Eagles look good.
Yeah, he did. Well, unfortunately, I don't like to say this, but against that
Nice
Bronco
shot.
team, anybody would have looked good last week because they. Yeah, next week we'll be at AMF Littleton Lanes, C470 and University Boulevard. Following week, there'll be no internet. We'll be running our Thanksgiving doubles event at Brunswick Zone Wheat Ridge. And
Touch
pulled
it.
it again. And it worked.
And there you go.
So we go open, 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 double against open, 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 double. Jesus. This is an insane match.
She's up 31 pins.
Wow.
Go to 41 right here.
Yep.
And maybe. It's not bad.
Leaves a 2. It's okay.
30-pin lead. Did you have more entries yesterday or more entries today?
We had almost the same.
Okay.
We had 57 yesterday, and we had 55 today. So, and that's about where it's been lately. Whatever
Yeah.
we do on Saturday, we pretty much do on Sunday in 2 squads. So
How was your Saturday night?
6 bowlers.
6
Yeah.
in 2 squads?
No, we had 5 at 9:30, 6 at 11:30.
Oh.
But again, our current membership is not used to the late squads like we used to have to run years ago
Right.
because of all the 6 o'clock leagues on Saturday. But now
Is that
this is one of the few houses
She
there.
got
they still,
5?
yeah, because she has a 5-pin too.
I thought she only got
1, 2, 4, 5, 7. And leaves that 5, so she got 99 and a 7. Yeah, years ago we would always run 3 in the afternoon, then we'd have to take a break. 6 o'clock leagues would bowl. We'd come back at 9:30, and either go 9:30, 11:30, 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock. And we used to be fairly busy on Saturday nights, but having the extra special entry squad on Sundays now, plus
Right.
not having the bowl on Saturday at all. In other words, you can come in Sunday for the first time, which years ago you must have bowled one of the qualifying squads prior to Sunday. So the flexibility is there now where the bowlers that if they work Saturday, which happens a lot, they don't have to worry about running over here at the last minute just trying to make it. They can just go home, get a good night's sleep, and come back Sunday morning. So it is very much the better thing for. Look at this guy. He hasn't gotten a spare yet. That's sick.
Well, he's up 16 now. That
Wow.
fast.
You know, the open. That 5 count spare and then open did not help at all. That's close.
Good shot. 5
She
pin.
leaves a 5. And I know
Just doing 3 squads on Saturday means you have 2 special entries on Sunday.
you wouldn't. I would need to be extremely busy on Sunday to get close enough to make the minimum prize fund. So no. I'll hang out. I got nothing better to do. I just hang out for 12 hours. I'm good. All right, Tina makes a spare, 99 and a 7th spare in the 8th. Actually, it turned out to be a fairly close match.
She's down
The
16.
Started out so weird.
I like that shot. No.
Ooh. 5-8.
Yes, sir.
So 117. She can shoot 167 scratch, which would give her 216. That means Scott would just have to mark once in the last 2 frames. So
That's
first
gonna work.
things first. Yep. Okay. Makes the 5-8. So she's through 9, and Scott Miller is actually going to finish first. I believe he's on a 4-bagger.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
He sure is.
4 consecutive opens, 4 consecutive strikes. And that is Scott Miller
He's
in a nutshell.
totally in charge of this match. Just match Tina, and he's gold.
Yeah. So 5th place today will be 150, and with 5% of the megapot, 5th place is good for $315. Not bad. Don Sarno's finished practice. He's ready to go.
Going for 5 in a row.
Came up a little late, but couldn't get a mixer. Leaves it 2-5. So 124 in the 7th.
Still up 16.
Now he can still shut her out.
Goes to 5 if he misses this.
Yeah, then it gets real close.
Yes. He hasn't spared yet.
Looks a little bit better.
There's
All right.
his first spare of the match.
First spare. Things are looking good now. All right.
It's up 16 pins. All he's got to do is mark. Force Tina to punch.
Right.
Well, if he opens.
Yeah.
If he marks, it's over.
Yeah. Pulled it. Just leaves the 5. 163 and a 9th. Gives him 210 with handicap if he fails to convert.
If he fails, Tina can double and beat him.
Yeah, double 5 or double 6 should be a winner.
Covers it, it's over. It's over.
It's over. All right, so Scott Miller's going to shoot 180 something, hopefully. Which means Tina Hendrick will go home 5th place, and she'll make $315.
That was a fast match.
Okay, so hey, so Scott Miller, 183 after an incredibly weird. Goes 4 consecutive opens, but yet still shoots 183 scratch. Pretty impressive.
Yep.
221 with handicap. So she'll shoot 2-0 with handicap if she makes this with count. On Sarno, advantage against Don. And okay. Scratch 2-0.
Other than the 7th frame, she's looked good this second half of this
Well,
game.
both bowlers just rocky starts and both of them aren't used to that. They're actually pretty good out of the gate. Even if they don't get lined up per se, they'll make their spares. 155 for Tina, which will give her 204. So she loses 221 to 204 to Scott Miller. And when we come back, ladies and gentlemen, you'll get to see our second match and that'll feature Scott Miller against our third seed, Don Sarno. All right, you're watching the Amateur Bowlers Tour here at Holiday Lanes in Lakewood. Give us a second, and we'll be right back. All right, Nolan, here we are. Holiday Lanes, Lakewood, Colorado. Amateur Bowlers Tour, Denver branch. Match number 2 features our winner, Scott Miller of match 1 from Conifer, going up against Don Sarno of Thornton, and Don's elected to lead the match. Gentlemen, go ahead and shake hands, and best of luck. Don's going to be giving Scott 8 pins. Don looking for his first title. I think he's had a second or a third within the last month or two. And basically, he's a good player, but the only thing that's changed, he's gotten more comfortable. He was just so paranoid bowling on tournament patterns with other bowlers. He didn't know he was kind of a freak show, but he's calmed down, and he's actually thrown the ball very well. And there's a hell of a start. Look at that.
Good shot.
Smokes a 9. Wow. That was a great shot.
Was a great shot.
Oh, and of course, they're not even on yet, so Emily ran up to get him back into scoring, and then she'll do the correction. And
there you go.
That'll hold. Okay, so Don starts out 9 spare. And nope. There we go. Hold on. Got to reverse the arrows. That goes back to the pro shop, yeah. Yeah. Now let's see how long this lasts. Yeah, we think we're good, is the quote of the day. Let's see if Scott can start out with a mark instead of giving his opponent a huge early lead here.
It's light.
1-2-8. All right, sir, pick to click. It's your choice. You have these two gentlemen here, and then you have Rick Isaacs and Barry Powell. Barry will be the second seed. Rick Isaacs is your tournament leader.
I'll go with Rick Isaacs.
Rick Isaacs, okay. And I, on the other hand, I love underdogs, so since Don has never won, I'm going to take Don Sarno.
All right.
And Mr. Gimpster, the one-legged human being, what are you doing?
Did you have a nice trip, by the way?
He wanted to see if he, in fact, could do his own compound fracture.
Yeah. Point ballet without.
Yeah, really.
Oh crap! Rick's already.
Oh, the
Wow,
5'10".
5'10".
I guess I'll go with Barry.
All right. See, we were nice to Scott since he's impaled in pain. We let him take the tournament leader, although it's not because Barry is second.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, he took a trip in front of us, biffed it.
Bit it hard, yeah.
He biffed it good.
Yeah, that carpet will never be the same.
I just saw him go down. That'll get one.
All right. So he goes spare 8-1 for 27. And Don Sarno up frame number 2. No comments from the peanut gallery, please. All right. All right, let's get gets that 8-pin handicap going. So now he's got him by just about 5 pins. Unless he doubles, he'll be up 15. So,
It's got good roll on it.
yeah, he really does. Forrest comes off and real nice. All right, so spare, double, and actually his first frame was his bet on 3.
Up 15.
Got his work cut out for him. Ew, 4-6, not good. Yeah, he did top the ball, and the ball
Sounded like it had a flat
yeah,
tire.
rolled right over the thumb. Emily Eichhoff used to throw the ball like that. When she was like 4.
She was 5.
I said 4. You gave her the benefit of the doubt. Ooh, nice try, but 8 out for 35. I want to let you know, Nolan, that this morning I get up and get my, turn my phone on, and it's going nuts. It's just bam, bam, and I'm seeing messages 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. What the heck is this? It's my sister in Pennsylvania. I have a nephew who's he's a soccer goalie for Archbishop Wooden, just north of Philadelphia, and they just made it to the state quarterfinals. So she's sending me all these pictures. His name is Connor Ford, and Connor, Uncle Nick says, great job, and we'll see you in about 6 weeks. Hopefully it'll all be over by then, and you can gloat the whole time I'm home for Christmas. So, but that'll be cool.
Good for them.
Yeah, no, they got a great team. They really do. In fact, he decided to go to Wood just for that reason, because their soccer program was incredible. I mean, he's a great student anyway. He can go wherever he wants. But his fraternal twin
Nice shot.
elected to go to the public high school, and Connor elected to go to Archbishop Wood. So, but in a way, that's cool because they don't put heat on each other. They can do their own thing. Casey, his sister. Casey, who looks like my cousin Jeannie. Nobody believes me, but I do. And that's all it counts, is me.
To take your word for it.
Yeah, you would.
We
All
haven't
right,
seen
Don.
him.
Don's
He's up 20.
so I'm going to have to get a hold of my sister Lorraine and say, okay, when are the games, and are they being televised, and give me all that information. I'm going to check them out. He went from being a little toad to like this monster. It's like he's like Jack in a beanstalk. He just went crazy.
Ooh, that's going
get
left.
lucky. And leaves a 3-9. That could have been worse. 87 and a fourth.
Up 24 pins.
Yep. And just about halfway through match number 2. Boy, it's so quiet in here, you can hear a pin drop.
I did. I heard it. Missed that.
Maybe. Oh, right you are. 95 in the 5th. Not a bad score, though, so especially on this pattern.
I have the eye of an eagle.
Just one?
One eye.
Yeah, okay.
What the hell happened? That's a cord about choked to death. Jeez, that was terrible.
So you almost strangle yourself
I nearly
with your cord.
died.
Scott tries to give himself a compound.
Ah.
What a crew. Nope. 5 to go. Pretty good, Nolan. All right, no problem with that spare. So around. Don, you don't want this guy to hang around. He gets lucky. It's going left. And he gets lucky. See? You never know. People live up in the mountains. I think that affects them in a negative way.
I don't know.
No, I've seen your pitfall. It really does. And actually, that's one part of Colorado that I've never been to in the years that we've been here. I still want to do the narrow gauge, too. I want to do that. I like trains anyway.
Up at Georgetown?
Yeah. No, not Georgetown. And people who cracks me up, they go, oh, you're not even close. 5.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got 99 in the 6th.
Down 8.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 of us wrote it. The 4th one said it goes through the sale barn about 10 miles an hour. We said, let's get on that baby.
All right, so he's got a spare in the 8th, 119 in the 7th, spare in the 8th. And Mr. Sarno He's got to show up here. Oh, never got there. 1, 2, 10. Fortunately, he's on a strike, so otherwise we're down with 2 frames to go.
He doesn't cover this. He's trailing.
And that looks pretty good, Nolan. Just couldn't get it there. 143 in the 8th with an open, I believe. Yep. So 39-4. He's down 4 pins. Very tight match. Pressure's still on Don, but a strike in a 10th can leapfrog his opponent. Maybe. Ooh. Hit the 1-3, but didn't have a lot of roll on it, so he leaves the 5-8.
He's up 2 pins. 9th
Best he
frame.
can do is 187. Give him 225 with handicap. It's going to force Don to throw, well, depending on what he does in the 10th. A fairly close match. Okay, makes the 5-8 with no problem. So 137 in the 8th, spare in the 9th. A 2-pin match, folks, with 1 frame to go.
With Sarno on a strike.
Yeah, with
That's
Sarno
big.
advantage, absolutely. Okay. Pulled it.
Get away with that?
And he got away with it again.
Yep.
Okay, there's one. 157 in the 9th with a strike. So if he fails to throw the double, he'll shoot 215 with handicap. Which means Don would have to throw the first one in the 10th.
He has to
If he
now.
doubles here, he's got a double in the 10th minimum. And then it comes down to count.
He's got to throw
Another
the first.
close match.
He's got to throw the first one now.
Yeah, exactly.
That might work.
Maybe. Great shot. He does show up for the 10th frame, though, which means alcohol could be a factor. I don't know. That's the case. You'd never lose.
Well, that's true.
All right, so
He still has that 9th frame strike working for him.
I got news for you. He throws this one, it's sayonara.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, Don can still beat him by 8.
Look at this.
Don can still beat him.
187 scratch. He shoots 225 with handicap. And yes, you're correct. He's got to go double and count, right?
Yep.
Okay. God, I'm glad I let you hang around me. Wow. You know,
Has
the
to
good thing
Has
about
to
us not
have
knowing each other when we were younger,
It's over.
neither one of us would have ever gotten out of high school. But we'd have had a hell of a lot of fun.
This puppy's over. I'm
83.
calling it.
Yep. Yes, you are. Scott Miller, somehow, some way, keeps winning.
I'm 600.
is a scary thought.
7 and 2.
yeah. All right. So Don Sarno is going to go home in 4th place. $365. Ooh. Left a 248 and couldn't convert. All right. So $365 to Don Sarno. And when we come back, ladies and gentlemen, our semifinal match is going to feature Scott Miller against our second-seeded player, Barry Powell. And again, you're watching the Amateur Bowlers Tour here at Holiday Lanes, Lakewood, Colorado. And come on back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Lasorsa, Nolan Carruthers here at Holiday Lanes for our semifinal match. This match is going to feature Scott Miller of Conifer up against our second seed, Barry Powell of Denver. Barry's going to spot Scott 10 pins, and he is going to lead the match. So, gentlemen, shake hands and best of luck. And I think, if I remember correctly now, I think every one of Scott's titles are here at Holiday. And Barry's won at Wheat Ridge, just up the street.
This year.
Yeah, after finishing in just about every position except first for quite a while.
For a long time.
Yep, finally came through. Oop. 3-6. Barry's got an unusual style. If you watch, it looks as though he stops his arm at the bottom. You would think, that he really doesn't do much of a follow through. But the ball still comes off his hand very well and gets a really good roll on the ball. But if I could get him, when the lanes break down, if I could get him to extend his arm and get that ball down the lane and let that roll delay, he would be scary.
He's very consistent.
Yeah, he
with
is
what
very
he
consistent,
does,
and I'll give him that, yes. And he's been doing that as long as I've known him.
ever since.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Yep.
Repeat it.
Yep. Frame one for Scott. Ooh, that could have carried.
Fred Flintstone had, like 20 steps in his approach?
Yeah, I think so.
But he repeated it.
Yes. The thing that cracks me up, when I moved here, Flintstones used to bowl at Rock Bowl, right? Mm-hmm. And there was a Rock Bowl down in Castle Rock
Oh, that's right.
that Jim Chesney actually ran for a little while. But, and I thought that was the biggest thing. I wanted to go in and go, hey, boo-boo,
Well, that's Yogi.
I know. But with the whole thing with the cartoons is hysterical. I mean, I laughed like hell. I went Rock Bowl. And they actually had the Masters tournament there one year for Denver. Pretty crazy. But there's a town that's just absolutely exploded. Castle Rock, oh my goodness. All right, Scott leads a 5-pin. Yeah, Fred, Wilma, Dino, they're all there waiting to bowl.
Barney.
Barney and Betty.
Barney just liked to watch Fred. Fred was his idol.
All right, no problem with the 5.
I really wanted you to owe me a drink. What? I really wanted you to owe me a drink.
Peanut gallery is vicious today, folks. Oh, Lord, here we go. All right, frame number 2 for Brewery. Maybe? Nope, just a little high at the end. 3-6-10.
Down 12 pence.
Okay.
This is not a gimme on this pattern.
No, absolutely not. Especially when it's fresh. See, a lot of bowlers who are skating balls to the right would never finish almost like that. If this was a fresh pair, he'd have never made it. That ball would have kept going dead right. He'd have never made that 3-pin. All right, so we got 17 in the first with a spare for Barry and 19 in the first, a spare for Scott.
I missed the cut today the most foolish way that you can miss a cut.
Single pin spare?
I had to go outside and walk around.
Uh-oh. Yeah, but you still hit the pay window
Yeah.
again. Ooh. Nice shot, leaves a 4-7-9. That was really nice. Get no reward on those.
No, I missed a 5-pin.
Oh.
Missed the 1-2. Missed the 10.
Oh, Lord.
I left a 4-9.
4-9, yeah, like this. Great shot, but you kind of get penalized. But the other ones that you mentioned were unforgivable, of course.
Oh,
For you, especially. I mean, you're a good player. So
I was angry.
Single pin spares, we shouldn't
The
miss.
1-2? How
Yeah.
do you miss the
I
1-2?
know. Well, actually, you wound up missing it
Miss
twice.
them both. Yeah, I missed them twice.
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever. Missed the cut by 20. So,
Yeah, it's a killer. Frame number 2, 3. Oh, here he goes. Crosses over. 39 in the second with a strike.
It just got loud.
Up 26, can go to 36 with a strike. League bowlers have entered the building.
Yes, they have.
Holiday's one of the few houses in town anymore, Nolan, that they're full at least one shift every day.
Yeah.
Monday through Sunday. Oh, nice mixer for a double. He's got the heat on Barry early.
Yeah, he's up 36.
Yep. Up 36 with only 3 frames.
Russ Otis said to tell you hi.
Oh, same thing.
Wow. Yep. 3-6-10.
3-7 counts in a row.
Yep.
One was high. Well, all 3 are high.
Yeah.
They're all
Yeah, exactly.
through the face.
All right.
I was talking to Henry Morales today. I didn't know he cut his thumb off.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And I'll tell you, here's the cool part, though. You know what? Henry's never going to give up bowling. Loves the sport too much. And, he used to drill for a while at his own pro shop for a while. But, yeah, his thumb was completely severed, and they reattached it. But he'll never be able to hold the ball the way he used to. So now he's trying to do it without using his thumb at all. And, of course, it's a whole new game. And you're talking about a guy that for years was a low 200 average on sport, which makes him 220 plus
Very
in
good
league.
player.
Good player. And now what I've let him do is he's come back to bowl, but I had to see what his ability was like before I could re-rate him based on what he can possibly do. And I brought him back in at like 165 just to see what he would do. And barely made the cut, but I'm happy for him because he's bowled like 5 or 6 times since that injury and hasn't even been close. So now I got him to a competitive spot. So I'm hoping that as he works on his new release and everything, that good things will happen again for Henry Morales. All right, Scott Miller looking for 3 in a row. Never get
Not
there.
this time.
1-2-9.
Cover this, he's up 34 pins.
Yep. Comfortable lead.
I remember when Henry won in Golden
Oh, yeah.
in December for the big
Oh, there was Super Bowl.
Super Bowl
Yeah.
paid 5,000.
All right. Scott is just, he's baffling me. He went from didn't have a clue to make a spare. Now he's actually, this is the best game he's thrown by far. He's got 2 spares, a double, and another spare. And he's putting the heat on Barry Powell. That's a maybe.
Oh.
Tie, and did he leave a split?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. 4-7-9-10. I've actually made this once.
So have I. We have it. I did it today here in the
Did you really?
finals.
Yeah. Oh,
I have
goodness.
video of it.
Do you really?
Yeah, it's on the.
Oh, my God. We'll have to start the show out with that just to show people how good you used to be.
I don't want to play.
All right. The only other time I got close, I did take the 4-7-9 out. The 9 goes into the 10 and does one of these and wiggles. I go, thanks. Thank you very much. 6 count and then an open. Yeah. Yeah, we love that stuff.
I was bowling Steve Dudek, and I left it. 5. Is that 5?
2-4-5-7. So he's got 78 in the 5th.
He's not taking advantage of these.
Yeah, he's down 34, but Scott's got an open here in the 6th. He can cover this. He can get some of that back.
He can get to 24 if he covers it. I don't think he covers
Nope, it never got there.
it. This isn't looking good.
No, it's not. 85 in the 6th with an open. To Scott Miller's 110 in the 6th with an open. So he's down 35. 4 frames to go.
No.
No. leaves the 4-7. Well, my pick to click has bit the dust. You still have Mr.
Of course
Isaacs,
I do.
your buddy. And Scott's got Barry Powell, who's not looking real good right now. Oh, now he hooks by it.
I'm calling.
So
it.
open, 94 in the 7th.
I'm calling this right now.
And you feel that that's about it for Mr.
I'm
Powell?
not messing around.
Okay.
He called it himself.
Sometimes
You
they
can tell.
do. Sometimes they do. Body language says a lot. See if Scott can get back on it. No, light mixer almost takes out the 5-7. Gets the 5 out, though, so he's got 9 count.
I am now 874-1. Well, it is what it is.
You know those mushrooms that people keep giving you? Don't take them anymore.
It is. Emily, it is what it is.
You got to see him try to talk when he's eating one of those mushrooms. So it's actually hysterical.
Well, I have one in my beer right
Oh,
now.
there you go. Yeah, psilocybin mushroom and a draft beer.
Does that look-
That's your dinner.
Does that look terrible? Olives are very good for you.
Yeah, because I can soak up most of the bad stuff. That was a great shot. So he comes right by. He's got 130 in the 7th, strike in the 8th. He's just not backing down, Nolan. And like you said, I think just watching the reaction of Barry here, he pretty much thinks it's over.
This puppy's over.
He can still shoot 184. He's still in the match. Anything can happen.
He can shoot 174. See?
18. And now the best he can do is 174 scratch, 202 at handicap.
It's over. This puppy
Yes,
is
Nolan, we've
over.
heard you. Yes, I
It's
know.
over.
All right, Barry spares.
I think I'll have a drink.
What is the shelf life on an olive infested with alcohol, would you say?
7 years.
7 years. Okay, I like that.
7 years, 3 months, 2 days.
Ooh, 1, 2, 4, 10.
Nolan, I'm really surprised that you know that.
Hey, I'm surprised at a lot of stuff, Nolan. I mean, I'm going to throw him on Jeopardy one of these times.
I'll go to
You know, you see some of those guys up there real cocky, think they know everything. They haven't seen anything till they've seen Nolan.
I'll give Jeopardy a whirl.
Yeah, why not? Give Trebek a run for his money.
I'll drive him crazy. He-
Wants to be a millionaire without using a lifeline. So
Yeah.
you can't tell him.
Yeah. Yeah, and he tells him he's going to be a millionaire before he says, I don't even need you, but I just decided I'm going to call you. Yeah, I had a you-know-what at him in the parking lot after that. Yeah, it's Scott Miller, or no, stepped out of that ball. 1-2-8-9. 1-7, yeah, it's over. Best Barry can do is 176 with handicap. Scott Miller makes his way into the championship match. So Barry Powell's going to finish 3rd, but it's a good day for Barry. 250 plus 331, $581 with 10% of the megapot. So our championship match today is going to be Scott Miller, Rick Isaacs.
My pick to click.
Yep, 12-pin difference. Okay. You can tell Scott League Bowl's here because all the employees just want to kill him.
And there you go. I would think he would like to cover this, finish the
Yeah.
10th strong.
Yes, absolutely right.
Not that way.
Maybe. Nope, not quite. Punch down to do that. And maybe 5-9. So if he covers this 216, it's the easiest match so far. First 2 matches finished strong to win.
That's
All right, makes a spare.
Wagering scores are 119 and 210. Don't forget, Kegler's your mystery game pie.
Barry only needs 1 pin. He can go get a free drink.
There you go. All right, 177. 215 with handicap. So Mr. Miller winning 3 matches in a row. He's in the championship match up against Rick Isaacs of Aurora. Barry Powell of Denver goes home third place, $581 with 10% of the mega pot.
Didn't have a
Just,
look at
yeah,
all.
he really didn't have a look, but I think he kind of mentally he gave up too early. I honestly believe that, Nolan. He's one of those guys that carries his emotions on his sleeve, and it was pretty evident that he felt
Never
that he was
hit
out
the
of
pocket.
it. Yeah.
Never hit the pocket.
Really?
Never struck once.
138 with a strike.
Had 1 9-pin count.
Wow. Yeah, that's a rough shot.
But good job, Barry Powell, third place. I would take it.
Yeah,
I'd take
581
third place
bucks.
in a heartbeat.
Absolutely.
I would have taken 23rd this week. That was a good ball right there.
Yeah, that's probably the best ball he's played through the whole match. All right, so you got 135 plus 28, 163. And so that'll do it for our third round. And that sets up our championship match. And that'll be Scott Miller of Conifer against Rick Isaacs of Aurora. We're going to step aside for a moment here for editing purposes. Again, with producer Scott Sledgister, Nolan Carruthers, Nick Lasorsa. We'll be back in just a moment with Colorado Sports TV. Come on back. Colorado, this is our championship match of our stair-step finals. Scott Miller coming up through the field, trying to win 4 matches in a row. He's going up against Rick Isaacs of Aurora. Rick is elected to lead the match, so shake hands, guys, and best of luck. Rick is the ultimate grinder, Nolan.
Yes, he is.
He's in that Joe Stepniak mold. Now we got a doubles league in here. Now we're rocking.
This place is
2 leagues,
rocking
yeah.
and rolling.
Like it. Frame number 1, Rick Isaacs.
Coming off the corner.
Yep,
Coming off the corner.
absolutely. And, ooh, couldn't get it to mix. Rick works for the United States Postal Service. Been with him for quite some time. And Scott Miller's a mountain man.
What does he do?
He looks for woodchucks and trying to think of what else. He liked that.
Oh, there you go.
That's the old old saying, how much wood can a woodchuck chuck?
Yeah.
A woodchuck couldn't chuck wood. Pound and a half, All right, so Rick makes his spare.
And Woodchuck steps up.
yeah. Kind of looks like a woodchuck.
That's
doesn't it?
how you get named.
Yeah.
It just happens.
Yeah.
Scott Woodchuck Miller.
There we go. Pulled it right where he wanted it.
Yeah.
He's had like 5 of those. Don't look at me. Don't look at me in that tone of
I
voice.
think we should. We were given nicknames for a while.
I know. Got the panda,
We got the little panda,
right?
the gentle giant.
Yep.
Now we got Scott Woodchuck Miller.
Yeah, there we go.
How about Rick Stamp Isaacs?
Oh.
Stamp? You don't like
Nah.
Stamp?
I'll think of something.
So I think Stamp.
Priority.
I think Stamp is
Rick
Hey.
Priority Isaacs. Look at this.
Double check, make sure.
Miller.
Well,
Woodchuck Miller with a double here.
I think Stamp.
Huh?
Stamp.
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 Rick Stamp
Post office
Isaac. I
stamp.
get where you're going
No,
with that.
I think it's.
It doesn't have the pizzazz. I mean, now look at Scott Woodchuck Miller. That's him. That's it right there. It's got written all over him.
So I guess I have to join this conversation here.
Yeah.
Brooklyn.
He went up through the face and carries.
That is the shot tonight.
Yeah, really. For right-handers, anyway. Did you bowl the queens this year?
I did not.
No?
No.
Are you planning on it?
This next year, yes.
Good.
There you go. I had to learn that too.
It took him 6 weeks.
Took me a year.
That's why I was surprised to hear about your facts with your olives there.
Ooh,
Yeah.
oh, here we go.
That's nice.
Look at that shot.
Ooh,
yeah, he does
yes.
kick the 4-pin forward. Spare double for Rick Isaacs. Scott Miller out of the gate with a double. I tell you what, the one thing about Rick, though, he does not give up. He's like a pit bull.
No, he never.
Actually, it
gives
should
up.
be pit bull Isaacs.
Well, we
You know,
can
you just
do
don't
that.
give up.
We can do that.
Yeah. I like pit bull Isaacs better than Stamp. I mean, because he could get canceled.
Yeah. That really hurt. He hit me.
Yeah.
It's in my contract. I cannot be hit.
Oh, man, I hate that.
That didn't get to
So many restrictions.
I do have a headache now.
1, 2, 4, 5 for Scott Miller.
This union sucks.
No representation, you know what I mean? Damn. It looks pretty good. Good spare. All right.
He's throwing his spares really well tonight.
Actually, other than that beginning where he's actually really tight and missed 4 spares in a row, so to speak, he's been right there.
Yeah, with a plastic ball too.
Yep, and came back. First 2 matches were tight, and he had to perform in the 9th and 10th, and he did. Last match was the easiest, and now he's up against it with Rick Isaacs, but he's doing pretty good. That's going to go high, and he just couldn't kick the 4 out. 65 in the 3rd with a 9 count.
My pick to click Pit Bull Isaacs. Just chilling out down there.
Did anybody pick the woodchuck?
Me?
I
Oh,
would
no.
have.
I thought you.
No.
I would have. Because this is his house.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm pretty sure that every one of his titles is here.
Wouldn't surprise me.
No. And, you know, there's some people, it's the majority of their titles are in the house they bowl in, or the house they grew up in, so to speak. They feel the most comfortable.
Can we go to Salida?
How many lanes? 8? We'd be there for a
12.
long time. 12.
Wow.
Oh, then I could start qualifying on Wednesday.
4 of them are
Go
wood.
12-hour days, and and 4 of them are wood.
Yeah.
That sounds like old Golden Bowl. 12 lanes of wood, 12 lanes of synthetic.
There's 4 and 8.
I was there.
Or was it 14 lanes
It
of
was
wood?
12. Or wait,
10 lanes of synthetic. I can't remember.
it was 12.
Was it 12 and
Yes,
12?
we only had 24 lanes.
Okay.
Isaac's
But at least when
covers-
we used to run the 2 separate divisions, I would put the Classic on one side and the Masters on the other. So at least they were on the same surface the whole weekend, which is the fairest you could possibly make it. Then the next time we would flip.
Rick Isaacs is up 3 pins.
Wow. That's it.
It's the first time Scott Miller's been behind for a while.
Yeah, very true. I miss Golden Bowl.
Me too.
Yeah, it was nice.
When I first moved here, when I was working for Brunswick, I always liked to, well, obviously you always like to bowl in your own house to see how the employees are doing, see how the machines are running, interact with your customers. But I always like to bowl
Brooklyn?
one league. Ooh. I always like to bowl one league out of my house to see, and especially if it's a proprietor house, to see how they're doing business. And I had a Moose League that bowled at Wheat Ridge on Sunday nights at like 8:30.
Oh, wow.
Way back when. And the one league president said, "Do you bowl?" I said, "Yeah, I bowl." He says, "Would you like to be our 6th man over at Golden Bowl?" I said, "Yeah, okay, that'd be cool." So a couple weeks went by, and he called me up, and he goes, "Hey, we're going to need you tonight." I said, "Okay, fine. When do you start?" It's Monday night scratch league. Most of the guys in there obviously were from Coors. It was a good league. Chops Urban, Jay Meyer, a couple Hall of Famers. Go in with a black hammer, 1987, and shoot like 734 out of the gate or something. And that was the end of my 6-man days. Because after that they went, "You're our anchor. See you next week." I said, "Damn it, couldn't get away with that." But yeah, it was a great league. I think it was 16 fives back then. 7 o'clock league. It was a really good league. I enjoyed it very well. I like Golden Bowl. A lot of fun.
I mean, before they closed down, they even replaced that wood, the
Yeah.
wood side with
and they
synthetic.
did it very well. Yeah,
Yes.
they did a great job. Yeah, Tom Yang, he put some serious money in there, but of course he got a great price on the land. So not much you can do about that when they go, here, we're going to give you $500 gazillion if you let us have this property. And it goes, okay, all right,
Yeah.
where do I sign?
Didn't even think about it.
Yeah, no, probably not. And if I remember, I think he also owns the shopping center where Applewood used to be,
Yes,
20th and Youngfield.
that's what I heard.
Yeah. So he's a sharp guy, but he did do a very nice job remodeling Golden because that sat empty, or not empty, closed for over 10 years. So I thought he did an incredible job. I really do.
I enjoyed it when I worked there the last year and a half.
Yeah. Kylie family and
Yes.
Shane Ponce, the lunatic himself.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Hold.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Yep. Slides by to 2-5, gets one. So he's got 111 in the sixth.
He was down 3.
And now it's going to be close. But Mr. Isaacs, time to take charge here.
He can go up 16.
Yeah.
The pit bull
Yeah, a lot
smells.
of the old proprietor houses, you miss those the most. When Dave and Becky had Lakewood Lanes, which was 10 lanes,
yeah.
completely remodeled it. It was the cutest dollhouse I think I've ever seen in my life. I was there before they took it over, and it was dingy. I mean, it was one
little
of the
hole in the
earliest
wall.
centers. Well, their first sanctioned leagues were in 1947.
Oh, wow.
That's other than I want to say Broadway Bowl, might have been the oldest center in Denver, and Denver Athletic Club's been around for quite a while too. But
Older than Crown.
oh yeah,
Really?
it's not even close. Yeah, they got Crown by 15 years easily. Crown and Western and all those, they were in the 60s boom, late 50s, early 60s. Hold on. All right, good shot.
He's up 15.
Yeah, but Lakewood, when Dave and Becky had it, was absolutely immaculate. The place was fun to be. With 10 lanes, one league, but you're in there. It's your house for 3 hours.
Yes.
And you just have a ball. You just can't beat it. Applewood was that way, 16 lanes. They used to have the Big Course Classic there. And again, same thing, draft league, one league. You go in there, you have a great time.
I remember bowling the youth stuff in those houses as well.
Sure, yeah. Northgate.
Oh, I like this.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. You liked it right on his hand. Yeah, Northgate years ago in Westminster with Lucky Von Riesen.
All right, you history buffs, we got us a match here. What's the matter?
You're bowling.
You're
oh my
trying
What's
to
God.
all
eat it.
over that?
You're
I'm
trying
not
to eat her
touching
cord.
it. I'm not touching it.
Some type of Vaseline. I don't know. Ooh, that was pretty good.
That was a good shot. A
Yeah.
little high.
Yep, a little high, leaves it 4. Yeah, Northgate was a kick, too. Crazy Jim Britton.
I bowled Northgate.
Yeah, Northgate was fun. Yeah, you had the Yost brothers back then.
Hang on.
All
All
bowled.
right.
Pierre Lopez.
I remember the Yosts.
Yeah, you had Roy Yost, Jerry Yost, and I can't remember the other one who was a principal. He had 2 boys, Ted, and I can't remember the other one's name. We bowled at Western. Gene Yost. What a great bowling family that is. Yeah, those were the days. That was fun.
Maybe.
Maybe. Ooh.
Little light leaves at 5, so it's getting late. So we gotta get his attention. Is it happy hour yet? We
He's
can get 2
feeling-
for ones.
He's feeling the heat now.
Happy hour's only during the weekdays.
Oh man.
Yeah, I know.
All right, we're gonna start doing this shit on Thursdays.
Yes, I'm in.
No problem with the 5. So he's got 130 in the 7th, spare in the 8th. 16. He's up 6.
Go to 16.
6
here.
pins. He can go up 16 with a double here. 7th and 8th frame could be enough maybe to secure a win.
You get Striker Ridge for $3.99. Your free drinks.
It goes up 16 with a spare.
Your bingo jackpot is $1,500 as usual. Don't forget Kegler.
Scratch.
No.
Yeah, he's got to
Totally.
spot him 10.
I already got it in there.
I hate when you do this.
I know you do, but I'm telling you.
16 if he doubles.
No, if he
Yeah.
spares,
Is
he's
he
up
spares?
16.
He spares.
He's up.
Ooh, 4
yeah.
pin.
Another nice
So
ball.
145 in the 7th. He's up 26, 40. Oh, okay, 146 in the 7th. He's up 16 scratch, and he's got to spot him 12.
It's already in there.
4 pins.
12's already in there. It's already in there. Trust me.
I hate, yeah. You give him a pencil with
He's up
no
16.
eraser, and weird things happen.
He's up 16.
It's like new
I
math.
see that, but
Nah, no way. All right, Rick makes the 4. Now you watch how this plays out. Now watch.
Yeah, you watch.
Now watch.
He's up
Okay,
16.
both bowlers are in the 8th frame. Look, 4 pin difference. Where is that 16 at?
Add 12.
Did you go to school with Randy
Add the
Peterson?
handicap. You got to add the 12 difference.
It's in there.
it's right there already. The
Oh,
handicap's
my
already
Lord.
in the screen.
Nolan's having a meltdown. I think this happened to him in the 4th grade in exams, I think.
No, he's up 16.
You're
He is
killing
up.
me.
He is up
You're
16.
killing me.
I'm telling you.
Ooh, this is a huge bad break. 5-10. Ball wasn't quite that bad. 164 in the 8th.
Scott Miller strikes. He's down 14.
No, he's up 2.
Okay.
I'm going to bring in a 6-year-old. We'll give you a math lesson. Nice shot. What a great shot late in the match to give himself a fighting chance. Makes the 5-10. So he's got 164 in the 8th and a spare in the 9th.
You're no fun sometimes.
I know.
I got some people behind me trying to communicate with me.
That
Oh, don't
spare.
do that. You can
was-
ignore him with that.
That spare was huge.
It was.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Absolutely huge. Perfectly made. Oh. So you got a split with a great conversion. Scott Miller throws a great ball, 4-7-9.
down 5.
$3 carryover for your start.
Right? Down 5.
How does a guy go from 16 to 5?
In one frame.
I was messing with
Oh,
him.
is that what it was?
He knows.
Oh, that was
Really
close. 156 open in the 9th. Rick
Oh.
technically has 184.
He's down 16 now.
Yes,
your
now
16.
he's down 16.
I have great vision.
Oh,
I
is that
have
what it
great
is?
Vision.
What, you can see into the future?
All right,
Are you a
future.
sidekick?
Next time we go to Vegas,
I'm a sidekick.
next time we go to Vegas, sportsbook.
Sportsbook.
Yeah, I want you to read all the games. Just start spouting them off. Which ones you like? And
I don't have time for that.
I got the money.
I just don't have time. You still owe me $5.
No, you'd rather be playing corn on a penny machine with
trouble.
Hormone. Woo! Needed a break there.
He needs this one.
Yeah, he does. He really does. He needs a
Yes.
punch.
If he doesn't get this one, all Isaacs has to do is match him.
Yeah,
It's all he's got to do is mark.
Mark. Yeah. Yeah. If Rick, say Rick goes strike spare, he'll shoot 204 scratch, 230 with a handicap, and if Scott punches, he's at 224. So just a mark by Isaacs, no matter what. And if he doesn't convert here, it's over, pretty much. All right, second ball in the
Good.
10th.
Ooh.
Oop, up
Through
high
the
leaves a
face.
6-10. So with handicap and a spare conversion, he'll shoot 214.
It's over.
Yep.
Yep.
Rick Isaacs right now, he doesn't even need a mark. So Rick Isaacs of Aurora is going to win once again. But it's been a while for Rick. He's been in somewhat of a drought.
He won last year, didn't he?
Yeah, but early last year. I mean,
well,
it's
don't
been a
remember.
while.
I know.
He's been in one of those Carruthers droughts.
No, he hasn't. No.
No, not that
That's
long?
3 years.
Oh,
I
3
think
years.
I'm in that drought.
I'm 3 years.
I'm in that drought,
You're in
too.
that drought?
Yeah.
3 years?
Well, I would say 2 for me.
2 years.
Yeah. And it's still going on.
Yeah, so is my 3. Yeah, my
You've
knees.
made money 5 consecutive tournaments.
I've made money, but I'm not.
Come on.
I don't want. I don't. Whatever.
I mean, you went 5 consecutive months, didn't even sniff a side pot. Ooh, little high, 4-7.
There it is.
216, that's enough.
That
There's
is.
your
Doesn't
winner.
even need to make another pin.
Congratulations.
So Scott
tonight.
Miller
pick.
He's going
to
to go home
click.
with $1,062.
It's my pick to click.
Great game.
That'll be $5 from you.
No. At no time did we discuss finances
I
between
did not
ourselves.
hear any
Thank you,
betting
Emily.
going on.
Thank you
I just
very
all
much.
I heard was who
Now,
you're
you
gonna
know,
pick.
betting is a very bad advice. You should not even do that stuff. It's bad for you. Gives you high stress levels.
Would you give this to Mr. Isaacs for me?
Why?
Because I congratulated him with a note.
Oh.
Pitbull.
Yeah, the pit bull, yes. You know, we got to start getting the shirts and just give them all our nicknames. Just
Give me my $5.
No, you're not getting $5.
Give me my $5.
I
We
never
never
heard
discussed
anything about
We never
$5.
discussed $5.
Ask
Never.
him.
Oh, I'm gonna get half.
And don't go with that. Ask them. They'll say anything.
Congratulations, Rick Isaacs.
199 and 26, 225.
Where are we at next week, Nick?
Next week, AMF Littleton, C470 and University Boulevard. First place will be $2,080. And we're going to step aside here for just a second. Nolan's going to check his shorts, and we'll be back to talk to the champion.
My shorts
Rick,
are fine.
The Pitbull
My
Isaacs.
shorts are fine. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
All right, ladies
On-
and gentlemen,
on
Nicholas
Alcatraz.
Sorsa, Rick Isaacs of Aurora. We're here at Holiday Lanes in Lakewood, and Rick and I were just talking off camera. You caught him at the end there, but we knew it's been a while for Rick since he won his last ABT title, and it's been a little over almost 2 years, a year and 10 months since Rick won, and it was a year in. Was it here or was it a Golden Bowl, Rick?
Let's see. Nope. That was
Or
AMF Bellevue
There you go. Very good. Yes, you're absolutely correct.
on
All right.
Alcatraz.
On Alcatraz. All right. He doesn't forget nothing. But it was a great win, Rick. And I tell you, I could not believe how calm you were. And you got a bad break, and was the eighth frame of that championship match. Leave a 5-10, and then made it clean as a whistle. And then your opponent goes up, throws a great shot. He leaves a 4-7-9, and he almost converts it. But it really came down to those two shots. But both of you went at each other tooth and nail the whole time, so it was a great match.
Sure did.
And I'm happy for your win. I know it's been a while, so hopefully pit up your excitement and get you in the winner's circle again.
Yes.
How many more do you got to win to catch Dudek? About
Geez.
7?
Oh, probably. Yeah, at least.
Yeah. Ace title for Rick Isaacs. And Rick, with the U.S. Postal Service, and you got to be getting ready to call it quits here in a little bit, don't you, buddy? Enjoy retirement?
Oh, if things go right, probably another 5 years or so.
No, not bad. Not bad. It'll fly.
Yeah.
Time will fly. Hell, the next thing you know, you'll be a multi-talented individual like Scott Sledgester, our producer.
Yeah.
But, Rick, again, it was a great win. What did you use today? What ball were you using today on this, pattern?
Three different ones there.
Okay.
Hammer, Gauntlet, Roto Grip, No Rules,
Okay.
and Columbia Tyrant.
Okay. Yeah, I knew for a while you were using the no rules. Who does your stuff?
Now it's Sean Lee.
Oh, Sean Lee at Monaco. 10-back
Uh-huh.
Bowling Outfitters. AMF Monaco Lane, Southeast Denver.
Mm-hmm.
And you're from Aurora, so obviously you've been in that area for a while. And where are you league bowling right now? Anywhere?
Nope, no
Oh, okay.
leagues.
I know for a while you bowled with me in that traveling sport league a couple of years ago.
Yep, that's been
And
a
that
while.
was a lot of fun. That was a kick.
But our work hours are too late
Yeah.
now when they start us to play evening leagues because don't have time to rest before.
Yeah. Well, you're not a spring chicken anymore.
No.
It was a great win, buddy.
Yes.
So we'll see you at Littleton next week. I'm sure you're just about there every week with great
Yep.
supporter of the Amateur Bowlers Tour here in the Denver branch. And again, it's good to see you finally break through again because I know it's been a while, but it was a great win, richly deserved. $2,024 for your win today.
Yes.
So that'll help a little bit, huh?
And would like to thank Greg McNall for all of his great help and instruction and in leading me and referring me to Sean Lee and
very
helping
good.
me to tweak a few things and make stuff different.
Good. And Greg also one of our ABT members. We haven't seen it in a while, but Greg, if you're watching, good job coaching Rick. Now get out here and show me what you can do, buddy.
You'll see him for doubles.
All right, very good. All right, folks, that's going to do it from here. Nicholas Sorsa, champion Rick Isaacs, producer Scott Sledgester, Nolan Carruthers boogied, but that's okay. You'll see him next week. We'll be at AMF Littleton, C470 and University Boulevard, south of the Denver Tech Center. So for the three of us, have a great week, folks, and we'll hope to see you next week, 1 hour earlier than normal. And again, AMF Littleton. Have a great week, folks. Goodbye.